guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to my channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Tato. Please do subscribe to my channel, and we also have a thanks option, guys. Please click on that if you'd like to boost your girl and make a girl get some coins. It's somewhere down below. You can just click on that. It starts from 14 rand. You can just support the girl if you don't want to watch the ads. I think it's a great initiative where you can support me as well if you feel like ads are just too much for you. But if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. So today, guys, I have something very different. I am going to be sharing this story time with you guys where I once nearly got scammed. So as some of you may know, I'm a makeup artist, so I go to people's places, right? And they also come to my house. So my advertising platform is Facebook, right? That's where I get a lot of clients from. So this one time I posted on Facebook. I nearly said Instagram. I posted on Facebook and I was like, I have a promotion. So my graduation glam, as you may know, it's that season of the graduations. I was like, for this season, I am going to be doing 2 people for 800 rand instead of 1,000 rand, because graduation glam it's 500 rand, right? So I posted on Facebook. So I have a poster that has my numbers, my personal number, which I think is a very big mistake. I need to change that. So whenever you dial that number, you talk to me personally. It's either you WhatsApp me or whatever, so this one time I posted in various groups and I got a lot of SMSs, I got a lot of WhatsApps, I got a lot of DMs as well. So I want to talk about this particular incident that happened in that time, right? I got a WhatsApp. This lady, I'll say it's a lady because it's a lady who would want makeup. I got a WhatsApp text. She was like, "Hi Tato," my phone is ringing. Sorry guys, my phone was ringing. So this lady is like, "Hi Tato, my name is Kutlwano." That's what she said. I would like to inquire about your services, and I saw a post on Facebook. Why do I keep saying Instagram? But anyway, she's like, "Hi Tato, my name is Kutlwano. I would love to inquire about your services. I saw your post on Facebook. I'm graduating." She mentioned the date. I think she said the 24th or the 25th of May. I would love to inquire about your services. So I'm like, okay, this is how I work, right? I sent her my booking policy. I sent her my price list. I also sent her the pictures, but I asked her before that, should I send you the pictures, because some people come across your work and they don't really they don't love the pictures that you have put out. So it's better when you send them personally, that like some pictures that you have not put out on Facebook or on Instagram or on the website. So I'm like, can I send you my work? She's like, okay, cool. I sent her the pictures, I sent her everything. She's like, okay, cool. I think this was around the 17th, 18th, somewhere there. She's graduating on the 25th. I'm like, okay, cool. Or she's like, okay, I'm going to send the deposit because I see deposit secures your booking. If I don't pay the deposit, you're going to give the day to someone else. I'm like, I'm like, okay, cool, but please send it a day or 2 days before, because I know myself, when I see money, I think it's mine. I think I'm rich. She's like, okay, cool, I'll send it on the 24th. Yeah, she was graduating on the 25th, on my mom's birthday. I'm like, okay. She's like, okay, I'll send it on the 24th. I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. So we keep communicating. Like when I post a status on my WhatsApp, she would comment that like when I post, if let's, oh my goodness guys, there are so many disturbances, but there are so many distractions. But anyway, let's continue. So I sent her all of that. She's like, okay, I'm going to send the money. I'm like, no, don't send it now, send it on the day before, like send it 2 days or a day before. She's like, okay, cool. So when I posted like pictures of my clients, maybe let's say I'm from a gig, right? I would post a picture or I'd post a reel, whatever. I should comment and say, yo, I can't wait, I'm going to look so beautiful with my friend and all of that. I'm like, yeah, girl, you've come to the right place. She's like, yeah, I see. So this continues. This one time she texts me, she's like, my app is giving me problems. I think it was on the 20th. She texts me, she's like, hi Tato, I'm still interested in the makeup thingy, but I want to transfer you money, but now my app is giving me a problem. I use Standard Bank. I wish, guys, I had the screenshots, but I deleted everything out of anger. But she's like, I want to send you the money, but my app is giving me problems. What should I do? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what you can do, babes. Like, there's nothing I can help you with. She's like, okay, which bank do you bank with? I'm like, I use FNB. She's like, okay, I think I will try and get someone from Capitec to help me, or someone from FNB to help me so that I can do the transfer. I'm like, okay, cool. Which I was like, why are you telling me this? Why are you telling me on the 20th? You're not telling me on the day that you're supposed to send me the money. Like, but I was like, oh, okay, maybe she's just making sure. And then on the 23rd, she texts me again. She's like, hi, Tato, the app is still not working. I wanted to ask if I can send you instant money. Yeah, I said, okay, send it. It was 2 days before now, right? It was 2 days before the appointment date, right? I'm like, okay, you can send me the instant money. Either way, I needed to get the deposit. She's like, but I need a favor from you. I'm like, okay, shoot. She's like, I'm going to send you 1,000 rand, right? So the deposit was supposed to be 500 rand, right? She's like, I'm going to send you 1,000 rand. I need you to send me back 500 rand because my aunt is stuck somewhere in an Uber, so I need to do the transfer to her. But if you can also just send her the 500 rand, the extra 500 rand that I'm going to send. I'm like, okay, cool. She sends me the instant money voucher, and I go to the mall, and she was rushing me. She was like, please go now, please go now. My aunt is stuck in an Uber. You need to go now. You need to leave. Otherwise, the Uber driver is saying he's going to take her phone. What. I'm like, girl, relax. I'm not that far from the mall. I'm going to go. Guys, I go to the mall. I get to Standard Bank ATM. I punch in the voucher number. It says it's invalid. Before that, she didn't even send me the pin. Remember, you have to have the voucher number and the pin. She didn't send me the pin until I had to ask her for the pin. Then she was like, oh my gosh, I forgot. Here's the pin. She sends me the pin. I get there. I punch in all of that. It says everything is just invalid. Guys, I'm like, what's going on? I text her. I'm like, I'm at the ATM. Everything is just invalid. What's going on? She's like, okay, let me just go to the toilet and see what's going on. My phone keeps on getting notifications. I hope it's not interfering with the sound. She's like, okay, let me just go to the bathroom and actually try and call you so that I can tell you what to do. I'm like, okay, cool. She doesn't call me. I stand there. I look like a fool with my phone. I even asked my husband to accompany me. He was so annoyed. He was so bored. He was like, but he didn't want to say it, because I think he saw from when I punched in everything and it said it was invalid. I think that's when he saw that this is a scam. This Kutlano girl does not call back. She doesn't do anything. I text her. I'm like, I'm leaving. I can't be standing here with an invalid instant money voucher and whatnot. She's like, no, sorry, I forgot the pin has expired, so I need to get you a new pin, but it's only going to come, you're only going to receive it after 2 hours. I'm like, yeah? I've never in my life heard had a pin that's being renewed get to a person after 2 hours. I'm like, fuck, bitch. I'm like, okay. I still act along. I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. I'm guessing I have to go back home. Then I'll come back to the mall after 2 hours. Mind you, guys, I'm using my petrol to go to the mall. I'm using my husband's time. It's none of his business, but I'm here, you know, on him. I'm asking him to take me there. I go back home. On my way home, she texts me. She's like, hi Tato, I know I did a mistake by saying you must go to the mall without checking if the pin was still working or not. Can you please just get someone to send me 200 rand? I need to transfer my aunt the money. She's still stuck in the Uber. Wara wara. I'm like, girl, I don't have it. I don't have anyone who has 200 rand to spare. She's like, okay, how much do you have? I'm like 78 randa in my bank account. She's like, okay, please send it. It's also fine. I'll find someone to top it up, and then I will send it to my aunt. I'm like, I can't get dealing my card. I can't send you that money. She's like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? Can't you find someone at the mall to just borrow 200 rand, then send it to me, and then you will have it once the pin has been sent to you? I'm like, hey, that's when my mind came back. I'm like, what's going on here? She was so persistent. Like, she wanted me to ask someone to borrow me money. Sorry, she wanted me to borrow money from someone, and it didn't make sense that you had sent me a thousand rand, but you don't have 200 rand to send to your aunt. So her reason was because her aunt is in the middle of nowhere, where there's only, I think she said, only spa. So she was going to be able to access the money that I, as an FNB user, would send to her via cash send or e-wallet. There were no Standard Bank ATMs, some shit like that. So I was like, hey, what's going on here? So when I get home, I'm like, no, actually, kipunyuile something very, very, very heavy here. Like, God was just like, you know what? Not today, not today, Satan, not today, not today, not with my child. Like, this girl kept on saying, please find someone to just send me, even if it's 150, just to send my aunt so that she can end the trip. So I'm like, okay, your aunt requested the Uber knowing that she does not have the money. How do you do that? She's like, no, it's because I said I was going to pay for the Uber. I'm like, bitch. Oh, guys, so that's how I nearly got scammed. Luckily, I did not send her anything. I did not even care. I blocked her. I deleted everything. Like, I was just like, you know what? I'm glad I did not end up sending her. If I had the money, I know myself I was going to send her the money and think I'm going to get it back. I mean, she has sent me the instant money voucher, and in my head I was going to think I'm going to get it back. I'm just glad I didn't have it. Like, Lord, I'm grateful that I didn't have the money at the time, because where would I be? Guys, even if it's 50 rand, it's yours. Even if it's 20 rand, it's yours. No one deserves to be scammed. And I've heard a lot of stories where makeup artists like get scammed. Some even lose their products. Some even lose their equipment. Like, you get scammed because you're thinking, if this person can approach me in this manner, and say this is what they're going to do. Like, they give you a proposal of what they want to do with you, and then you go there, you take everything, only for you to not come back with your, guys, I don't even know what I'm saying. But yeah, that's basically what happened. I am just glad, like, nothing bad happened to me. Like, I wasn't harmed, I was not scammed. I nearly got scammed. So yeah, I just want to raise awareness before you literally agree to anything. Just, you know, the red flags, they are always there. I just chose to ignore them because I felt like I've done it so many times where someone will say, please give me your banking details, I'm going to transfer the money, and only for them to say at a later stage, no, my app is not working, but I'm going to make an alternative, like I'm going to make a plan to get you the deposit. So I didn't even think this was going to, end up the way it did. But okay, guys, I'm laughing right now. I was so stressed. Like, I felt so bad. When I got home, I deleted, blocked everything. I was just like, I'm not doing this anymore. But I'm still a makeup artist. I still do house calls, but I'm now here. I am now here. So if you enjoyed the story time, please do comment down below, and like if you have advice of what I can do, just for me not to be scammed, because this was a sign for it can happen. Please comment down below, like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. I love and appreciate you guys so much. Bye.